What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5-Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. Hey, guys, real quick before we get started, would you partner with me in changing lives? Would you share this show with somebody that you know it would better their life or help them achieve their dreams and goals? I really appreciate it. Well, guys, to get straight on into it, I want to talk about something I call the ignorance gap. And this really applies to every area in life. It applies to every single decision you make. And it really applies to how we operate as people. So every decision, every action we take as a person, all the decisions and actions at the end of the day, the outcomes that we get are a ratio in a mixture of success and failure. And so if you think of it like a test, every time you take a test, there's no way you're going to score 100 on it. You're not going to get the perfect answer every time, right? You're actually going to get a mixture of results. You may get 90% of the answers right, so there's success, 90% success, and 10% failure. There's 10% of the answers you missed. And this is really how it is in life. And when you learn to see better, when you go through life and you gain more experience in certain areas and in certain ways, you understand and recognize patterns throughout life and how life works and functions and understands those things on a more intimate level and a deeper level, then you're able to make better decisions to get more of success in your ratio of actions and decisions. And this is why I'm talking about this, because no matter what you do, no matter how many actions you take or decisions you make, there's always going to be an ignorance gap. There's always going to be an unintended consequence, something that you didn't think about, that you did not intend to do, or to have an outcome that you did not intend. And it is going to reveal itself later to you down the road. In order to really see this and learn and grow, you've got to have humility. And you've got to be willing to be wrong. You've got to be willing to look at yourself and go, oh, wow, this was something I did not account for. And in the course of my decision making, in the course of taking action, how did this pop up? And so this really applies to leading teams. You start succeeding in one area and you experience massive success in one area, but then you look and then all of a sudden it's like, oh man, I totally neglected this. I didn't see or think about this side of production, or this side of the process, or this side of people, or this side of purpose. I didn't consider this aspect of it. And now as a result, I have an unintended consequence in my life because I had an ignorance gap. I was fully ignorant of what this was really going to produce. And here's the thing is, life is about pattern recognition. Every decision action you take, it may look the same and the situation may be similar to other situations where you have acted in the same way before or have encountered before, but not every situation is the same. They're all unique and all different. And the reason why is minimally, just from one facet, is you're a different human being today than you were yesterday. I'm a different person now than I was just a minute ago. I've grown and I've changed ever so slightly, or ever so largely just within that time frame. And so every time you encounter a new experience, it doesn't mean it's always the same. Life is not single faceted. Oftentimes we fail in life because we view it as single faceted. And that's oftentimes what I mean by being right. Having the right answer. We look at a single facet answer and we're only looking at a small portion of the equation, and we've got the right answer for that, but we've neglected every other piece. And as a result, the overall ratio has more failure in it than success. And so when you're making decisions, when you're deciding things, when you're figuring things out, it's very easy to fall into the pattern of everything's the same. But that's like getting in your car and driving to work and expecting the exact same thing to happen in traffic or in the commute or in the weather. It's going to be all exactly the same, and it's not. There are similarities and there are similar patterns along the way. But every day that you get in the car and go drive to work, it's different than the day before. You're not going to be following behind the exact same person at the minimum. You're not going to be following behind the exact same person you were falling behind the day before. And if you really think about that and how that works, it's the same way when we make decisions. And so part of our goal as people, especially if you're in leadership, is to learn and to understand and to think and process more clearly. If you can process and conceptualize the after effects of decisions and actions that you're going to take, especially very big ones that have major impact on your lives and other people's lives, you're going to be able to make better decisions along the way. Anyways, guys, I'm out of time, so I'll catch you later. Peace.